Alrighty, team. Matt here from the the PT Profit Leverage and the Lifestyle Show. We are on episode 91. This is huge. So you're coming in pretty quickly to the episode 100, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do for episode 100. So if you have any ideas, let us know because yeah, it'll be pretty good celebration when we eventually get to 100 episodes. I've been getting. And to be fair, like I do get feedback every now and then from the podcast, but I would like some more, to be honest. I think if you there is consistent people that listen to this every single week. So if you are one of those people, please message me and tell me, what you like, what you don't like, because I do want to continuously improve what we're doing here. Obviously, I do everything myself, right? So I make all the content. I come up with all the captions, all the episode titles, all that stuff. So if you got any feedback, please let me know. But today's episode, we're going to be talking about how or what my client did to increase his income by 25% in 1 month. And it's not like it's gone from 100 to 250 bucks a week or something like that. It's actually from going from around 5.5K to I think it was like 7.5K in 1 month. So that's an extra $500 per week added per week um, in that time frame. So I'm going to go through um, what we did for him to achieve that result, and give you guys some context in terms of how you can kind of do it as well. So, little personal update from me. Um, Spending a lot of time with the family at the moment, which is epic. Had the public holiday yesterday for Brisbane, which was awesome. And then we're going away again this weekend as well for a little farm stay. So we're actually staying um, pretty much just in a secluded area up on the Sunshine Coast. So I'm really looking forward to that. And in terms of us, we actually had a PB last month in terms of new clients. We got 9 new clients last month, which is huge. We usually average probably around 4 to 6. So a lot of exciting things happening around or in my world right now. We've also launched an AI agent, which is friggin' epic. AI basically booking in calls, pre-qualifying leads and booking them in into my team's calendar. So yeah, super exciting things happening in my world. So let's get into today's episode. So I'm going to give you some context here, just for just so you guys kind of know. I'm actually going to go. I won't tell you the guy's name, but I'll give you. Where is it? So this particular client was hovering around 5 to 6K for a while, got up to 6,500, almost 7,000, and then went back down to about 4, and then back up to 7.5, and then dropped all the way back down to about 5, to 5.5. So very inconsistent. And we had a conversation about a month ago, probably about 6 weeks ago, and he was contemplating whether or not to move from face to face to purely online because he wasn't enjoying it as much. He was finding it a bit difficult to grow, and he was getting frustrated that he wasn't hitting 10K a month, which I think we've all been there. And uh, if you are not at that stage yet, you will go through that stage where you do struggle at some stage where you start to plateau, where you need to level up as a person. So to get to 10K per month, it pretty much is just hustle, really. Like you don't need massive systems, you don't need a big following, you don't need to post on social media. This is for face-to-face trainers, by the way. If you're an online trainer, you absolutely need to be posting on social media. But this particular client, the only difference that we pretty much made, there's a few tactical things, but the biggest shift was the mindset. The mindset being the reason why he was not going past 7.5K per month and plateauing anywhere between 5.5 to 7.5K over months, majority of the time being around 5 to 6K, is because he was inconsistent. And what I mean by inconsistent, as in he would sometimes do lead generation, sometimes call people, but he was trying the shortcuts. He was trying to automate everything, automate all the leads getting contacted. He didn't want to call people. He just wanted to put them through an automation and try and get them booked in. And what we found is the stats were out of every 50 leads, one person booked in. Out of 50. So lead generation wasn't necessarily the problem. It was how we were contacting them and what was getting them to book in. So we actually went through all the automations and we were like, cool, well, this automation is way too automated. It's what it's pretty much what we came up with. It was way too like it was like a robot, which it was. So we needed to make it more conversational, but we needed to get more personable with the leads that we're getting. It's like we need to actually have a conversation. Like these days, it takes a fair bit of time before someone actually becomes a client, especially in the online world. There's all the information out there. Everyone can get the same information for free. But why would they work with you? Because they like you and trust you because you show up every single day. You're consistent. You got a good vibe. So, and if I would encourage you guys to also think about that right now is all the information that you're providing to your clients, they can find it online. So why should they work with you? People work with you because you've gone through all the scars, you've been burnt before, you've gone through all the challenges, you've been in that space before, you know what they're going through, and you've come out the other side. Okay, so you need to show that consistently on your social media, show it in the gym, show that you know what you're doing. But yeah, moral of the story is we had to change the way that this person was contacting their leads. So they were just like going through the motions. So, and I say this all the time on this podcast, you need to focus on the growth tasks. Growth tasks need to happen every single week. Another client of mine, for example, he started with us about 10 months ago now. Um, he started at $600 a week and he is closing in very quickly on getting to 4K per week. And he'll be at 5K per week very soon as well. And you know what the difference is between majority of my clients and this particular client? He does growth tasks every single week. Every single week, there's leads to call. Every single week, he's doing marketing. Every single week, he's calling the leads. Every single week, he's got consults booked. Every single week, he gets new clients. So his income just keeps growing every single week without fail. So the biggest thing on how we increased it by 25% in 1 month, not even over a long period of time, over 1 month, just by having the mindset shift of focusing on the growth tasks every single week. So we made a KPI that every single week he had to call a certain amount of people. Every single week he had to book in a certain amount of consults. And guess what happened? Every single week he got new clients. It is not rocket science. Getting to 10K per month is relatively easy. Once you go from 10K to 20 to 30 to 40, a lot more systems, a lot more marketing, a lot more detailed stuff that you need to do. But to get to 10K, relatively basic stuff. So don't overcomplicate it with automations, trying to reinvent the wheel, trying to do all the stuff on social media. If you're a face-to-face trainer, you don't necessarily need to do too much on social media. If you want to grow on social media, then you need to be consistent posting regularly. But that's a whole other podcast episode. The tactical stuff that we followed. We have a marketing blueprint that we run with all of our clients, and there's 5 pillar strategies that we use. And all we did was we went back to basics. So if you're in a gym, right, and this particular client is at Good Life, leads are never a problem. There's 3 or 4 different ways that you can generate leads in the gym. Super, super easy. Of course, you can do stuff on social media, which is a bit of a bonus, but you don't need to. You got new members, you got jump starts, I think they call them. You can do 30-day reviews, 90-day reviews, MIA calls for 30 days and 90 days. You can do birthday lists. You can do giveaways. You can do seminars. There's so many things that you can do, but we just focused on the top 3 marketing strategies that work for us. And if you want them, send me a message. I'll send them to you. Um, the top 3 marketing strategies. And then we also did a giveaway in the club. So we always had, or we basically filled up our pipeline with leads, and we just had to focus on calling people every single week. And then every single week we did consults, and every single week we got new clients. So there's no real secret sauce here, team. It's just more of a mindset that you need to be working on the business and growing the business every single week. Hope I made myself clear. And guess what? You could be the next success story as well. Even if you would just do this thing from this podcast, you would grow your business without working with me, without working with anyone else. You would grow your business if you just focused on the growth tasks. Okay. So short episode for today. So I'm super excited to get to 100 episodes coming up. But if you do like the show, make sure you like and subscribe whatever channel you're following on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, whatever it is. Make sure you show the love because that is the only way that we can actually grow the podcast. So until next time, have an epic day, and I'll chat to you guys next week.